Hello, this is Gwen. Tonight is Tuesday night, September the 19th, 2017, and it's about 11:09 p.m. Tonight I'm going to talk about some software ideas that I got. I can't develop software because, well, I just don't know how, and everything I want to do takes years to learn. And I'm an old lady now, so I'm not going to spend those years. Plus, I got a different assignment. My assignment is actually creativity and some other stuff. My assignment is not software. But anyway, I've got ideas. And so that's what I do. I do ideas, among other things. So this is for software action needed. That's the title of this one. What I have in mind is for some black developers who are just sitting around, don't have nothing else to do, and just want to make some money, is actually take software to another level that we have going. I'm going to try to figure out how to put this directly on the Black website rather than going through YouTube because I don't want the people at YouTube to hear it. So, the first one I'm going to talk about is a shopping app, and then the other one I'm going to talk about is a viewing app. These are two different apps for two different purposes. Now, the shopping app. If you've ever noticed how Amazon is doing so much stuff so well, that's because they're innovating and making things that are usually common sense really easy and available to the consumer. They used to only be a book publishing company, but then they took off and started doing things that people needed, and so people go back to them. And they're doing it very, very, very conveniently and user friendly. With that in mind, while I don't use, I want to go another level beyond what Amazon is doing. But I like for you to understand how user convenience and how significant that is and how much that can help you make money and attract users. This one is a shopping app. Now, picture this. It's going to be like a video game, but with various stores and types of stores that you go to. You're going to interface like a user that's walking into a video game, but instead of a war zone or a desert island or something, you're actually going to be in a mall, a real mall, with links to various stores. At each store will or each merchant of each store will introduce their product and give a little quick blurb that you can skip on what they sell, but it's going to be labeled and listed. Have you ever seen the legend of a, not the legend, but the directory on a mall thing? You know, like you walk in a mall, don't know where you want to go to, so you go to the mall directory and you see all those numbered stores that correspond with where they are on the real floor of the mall. Okay, we're going to do that, only make it 3D so that the shoes that are sold are over in shoe area, and all you got to do is click the button for shoes and all these stores will pop up, and they'll be 3D, gorgeous, and all you got to do is just click what store you want to go into, with your hovering menu and all of that, and just go in there. It's like walking into the store physically because it'll be two-dimensional and three-dimensional, much like you do with a video game, except these will be real internet links. There are three ways to make money on this. One is the player will purchase the app. Two, the merchant will pay you to be listed on there. And three, the purchases will each purchase like a certain percent. I don't know how Amazon or some of the stores that sell multiple merchant products, like Walmart might have outside merchants that they sell, and Sears, they might have links to other merchants. But I think that, I'm not sure, but I think they get a percent of whatever sold. And even though it's a half a penny, it's still something, depending on how much is sold. So I'm thinking three ways to make money. When we purchase the app as a user, just like somebody who's buying a video game, then as a user, you purchase that app 10, 15, $20, $5, whatever. You purchase the app. Then as a merchant, if you're going to be listed on that app, then they pay you to be listed, and it's a yearly fee. Pay, a yearly fee for them to be one of the merchants shown on this app. And I wanted to be thousands and thousands of merchants selling various things from farming goods like fruit and vegetables to hospital supplies to shoes and clothes, lumber, um, everything that people use, and services. Like if you want to get a good massage over here, almost as extensive as anything. I think Craigslist sells all kind of stuff, and eBay sells all kind of stuff. It's that varied. Even Amazon sells various kinds of things. You can type in anything on Amazon and come up with a merchant selling it. So this thing right here that I'm thinking about will be that extensive. Like bedding supplies, hardware, what is those things at Home Depot and Lowe's? It sell furniture, everything that you can possibly want. It's not going to be at we want to have black merchants, but it's not going to be limited to black merchants unless we have enough merchants to fill it up and then use it, and use an interface for that. And we can even think about having a specific interface for black merchants. Now, with it existing, it's going to be user friendly, and that's one of the main selling points is that you only need one username and one password that will open up all of these different merchants that you can go to. Now, I used to buy clothes at this store that was called One Stop, such and such. And basically, this portal would open up to one portal with one username and one password, but it would open up to several merchants. I would have access to all kind of stores like Ashley Stewart, Lane Bryant, Romans, and a lot of other stores that I was familiar with. I forgot all the names of them, but it was like all through the alphabet. Every one of these stores sold their merchandise on that one app. In fact, it was free. All they had to do is just go to the website, create a username, and then go in there, and there's a portal to all kind of stores. I'm gonna Google it right now, and I'll give you an example of all the stores since I can't think of them off the top of my head. So, um, forgive me for typing. Okay. I'm on there and I'm on Google and I'm already pulled it up, and they're talking about coupon codes. They got all that stuff. And I'm opening it in a new window and I'm gonna look at the brands. And I'm gonna cough a minute because I always do when I start talking a lot. So I'm gonna pause for a second and do that. Okay, I'm back. Every time I talk on this thing, I have to cough and hack, and my nose starts running. But right now, I'm looking at some of their brands. Like it says, shop our favorite brands. Shop your favorite brands, like Woman Within, Romans, Jessica London, and I'm gonna click on the other brands that they got. These are just the ones in the headquarters. I mean, on the front page. But here we go, brands. Now let's see. Yeah, they got Romans, King Size, Brian Lane Home, Amber House, Comfort Choice, Comfort View. Those are shoes. Elois Figure, Fashion of Figures, some kind of sports, IGG, uh, all kind of brands. They got brands from A to Z. No, A to V. They stop at V. And the V was Violetto by Mango. And they've got Ruby Fox, Ruby Night Rocks. I don't know what the hell that is, but anyway, and like swimsuits for all, and One Step Up, and Playtex, and all kind of brands are on this website that I could use to go in and buy their merchandise, current catalog and everything, and current things that they have on sale, as well as their outlets, and that's one place. Okay? That's one portal that that sells a whole lot of brands, and people use it because it's so convenient. Same thing with some of the favorite merchants that we use right now. We're using it because it's convenient. You're A, selling what I want. B, is plenty of what I want because even my obscure can't hard to find stuff is still there. And it's all right there and is at the same price it would have been any context. So people use it. That's why I think this is a good idea for an app. If you are a software developer who would like to try that, that'll be a good thing for you, I believe. So that's that idea of a mall. I'm gonna describe it a little bit more to you. Okay, like you walk in like you are in a video game, how you have the mind's eye perspective or the user player perspective. That is, you can look down at your hands and things and turn the knob right and left. Okay, you can hover your mouse over the category or thing you want to shop for, or else the shop that you want to shop for, or you can even use the search bar to just go directly to that portal. And then it can be listed as a category portal or a specific merchant portal or whatever you want kind of portal. P-O-R-T. I can't spell portal, so don't make me spell portal. But anyway, doorway. A doorway to go in there. And you just click on it. It's got the hovering menus where, like, if you click on, I don't know what store is popular now. I think JC Penney's having trouble. So we're gonna click on Walmart. And okay, let's take back Walmart. Costco. If Costco, consents to list there. Or store like Costco. How about that? Yeah, store like Costco. And you hover over Costco and their drop down menu comes down and it could say furniture, food, etc. And just click on that and you in there and you've already put down what you want and you get your stuff. And then you finish with Costco and you want to jump on the shoe store. Okay, put down the shoes that you want to buy. And their menu comes up, you search and you buy your shoes. Okay, you just pay this one entity your money or credit card stuff, and all these merchants will send their products to you that you ordered. And the only thing you had to do is fool with one portal. And it's going to be a gorgeous portal because you're going to use it like a 3D video game. Okay? That's how it looks, and it's going to be cute. So get on that because that's what I want to use when I shop. So that's why I'm telling you, because you are a software developer and you can handle that. I can't because I don't even have I'm behind the curve on that. I'm catching up, but I'm way behind the curve on that. And what I'm describing, I think, takes years to learn how to do. So that's the shopping app that I would like to see developed. Okay? Okay? Software people, please do that. Now, a viewing app. Now, what some people are calling is a more, it's going to be similar to a TV, but not really. I find that I don't watch network television like I used to. People that are waking up or getting woke, or some people would say conscious. I call it woke because conscious has so many connotations to it and so much baggage with it now that I call it just woke or becoming aware. People that are turning to this pro black and black new black understanding mindset aren't watching television like they used to. They might be able to count on one hand and have fingers left over the TV shows they follow. And they're not, and very few of them are actually dramas and comedies and things like that. They might watch specific news shows or specific channels to see what's on the news. There's a few things that I watch on TV nowadays. Like, for example, a few years ago, I started recording a lot of TV shows because I wanted to catch up with them when I have a chance and perhaps binge watch, right? I had almost a terabyte of shows and storage on the DVR cloud holder thingy. I had a terabyte and just over a terabyte of stuff stacked up that I wasn't watching because I just couldn't stand it no more. But these are shows I was interested in, but I just could not stand doing network TV. So what I wound up doing was just deleting most of them because they got on my nerves. It was just too stupid. Excuse me. And just too stupid and too much time. I don't have that much time like I do. And it was stupid shows. Just shows to make you sit in a chair and watch it. And it's just not, it just wasn't that interesting to me. So I deleted almost a terabyte of stuff. And if I figured that if I do want to watch it, I can catch up and buy a DVD or something, or catch up and binge watch on something like Hulu or some other medium to catch up, or even on demand, or on something, because I just couldn't do that no more. Not no more sitting there. I never watched anything like your Scandals and your, what is that thing with the Empire and stuff like that, because it didn't work for me. Those wouldn't work for me anyway. I'm action adventure kind of person. The only thing I didn't delete were the anime cartoons, Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Z Super, and I think Naruto was still on there. And I also watch Hunter x Hunter, the new episodes. As but that's what I left. So I'm gonna pause a minute and take a sip of drink. Excuse me. I had to drink some water. So my Give me a second. So the point is that few people are watching TV like they used to. I mean, like on a Sunday afternoon when I finally caught up on everything I want to do and I just want to chill, I can't find nothing to watch. And that, you got all the, if you look at it right according to the TV guys, you like got like 1,000 channels plus movie channels plus on demand, and you still can't find nothing to watch. Something's off with that, right? So there's some room for improvement when it comes to visual entertainment. Now, some people are thinking about making a TV app, but I want to go a little bit beyond that and think about something like Roku TV or Internet TV, except this is going to be a computer-based TV type thing where you watch shows, but they're by independent producers and performers. Now, if you ever looked at if I, and I might be saying that word wrong, but it's really the application that you use with the smart TV. A smart TV is a television that's connected with Wi-Fi or whatever to the internet, directly to the internet, and you can buy a channel, a monthly channel for something that you want to see specifically through the internet. Like they have, if you ever looked at, and I might be pronouncing the word wrong, but I call it Roku or Raku. It's several independent channels or networks. They do have your Sci-Fi network and your MSNBC and your regular networks, but you have to buy them individually as you load the stuff on your system. It works with not TiVo, but something like that. TiVo has something similar, I think, but they're internet-based television or viewing. I wanted internet computer-based viewing where you have loaded on specific channels that pay you to be on there and that the subscribers can pay for those channels. And I might be, well, rather networks. Okay? Like if I, on this black app that I'm describing, is a user based subscriber subscription thing. It's not limited to internet or YouTubers, but they'll be there too. I just want that to be a single hub so that as a user, I can go to one place and donate or pay for it. Really, just pay for it. Don't have to donate. It's just a single hub, an, an interface hub, so I can pay to all of my favorite YouTubers because I'm paying a flat fee to have this network or application. And I'm saying all these names that I using to describe it, but it encompasses more than that. So it might even need a new name that I can't even imagine what to call it. So I can only describe it. And it's going to be a single interface. There's one hub that I, as a user, pay a flat rate. And it's not going to be a big old bunch of money because I ain't going to pay a big old bunch of money. I'll be looking at it and say, wow, that's a good idea, and walk away and pay something else. But if that was my only place to do all the things I won't need this other junk, and then I would pay a lot of money. Or if you got everything I want, and I would like for you to have everything I want, because right now I'm thinking that if I reduce my junk that I got on my regular cable network, just go down to basic and probably try to buy the TV show specifically that I'm interested in watching, then I'd have this money over here for this Black Focus app that can show these shows that I'm looking for, as well as the YouTubers, as well as the Facebookers or whatever else who've got their own web pages and their own channels. This portal gets me to all of their web pages. And if I want to see something, or even, if I want to just browse, it's covered in my flat rate that I pay these people monthly. Okay? So if I want to watch YouTuber X and YouTuber Y today, that's covered. And the YouTuber X and Y get their portion of the money from me as a subscriber. And it's a flat rate. And I don't have to keep, paying a Patreon here and a Patreon there and a GoFundMe here and a whatever else there, because it's a flat rate and these people are already listed. That's how your TV networks work. I mean, your TV, like your Verizons and your AT&T and T and all of them work. It's a flat rate and you get all of these channels. I want to pay the flat rate and I want to get all this content for that flat rate monthly. And you get all these people or all these things. Now with the I'm gonna call it Roku, even if I'm saying it wrong. With this Roku thing, I looked at independent networks that you have never heard of, that I've never heard of. And I clicked a button or two and I saw what their content was, and it was great. Stuff that I would probably watch, like stupid stuff, like Scary Movie this, and just a whole lot of focus on niche markets. And you scroll down there, some of them are free, some of them you might have to pay $3.99 a month. But when I did my math, it's still equal to what I'm already paying now with cable. So I couldn't see an advantage because you still needed a basic cable provider, and so you paying that plus that, and I didn't want to pay that plus that. So I would just search and find the individual movies that I'm interested in, that kind of thing. So we're in a limbo, and this is a good niche market when you can take it to the next level. And that's when your thing can take off, because you'll be doing something that nobody else is doing, and you can do it first. Because that's where it's going to go in this. It's going to go in a direction, something like that. But the first one that gets there will be the one in it that with the advantage, because you already got the niche. You got your stuff copyrighted and junk like that. And whoever comes later will have to buy you out, or and I would suggest you sell to them, because I really would hate for you to lose money just because you know, go ahead and let them buy you out. That's what I would do. I'll let them buy me out, because if you get in the way of them, they're gonna just plow over you. That's how they always do. So let them buy you out, but first create it. And if they do try to buy you out, create a good deal that you can still get a cut. I just want it there. I want you to have it. I want you to make it. I want you to put it there. So what I'm picturing is this. I, as a user, using my one username and password saved on my computer, can click a button and go to my YouTubers, my favorite YouTubers, and click on their latest content that they have behind the scenes and from their web pages. It's because it's an open agreement with them, and they get their percent. of my monthly payment that I'm paying to you. Okay, so I can click on them and watch anything I want to right off of their webpage. It's open for me to do that. I can go to these network channels that sign on to you, that they can pay you to be there, and you can pay the whoever pays who, work it out. And I can get to that, and I can see the little movie I want to watch or whatever else I want to watch, that kind of stuff. And you can have all the content you can imagine, okay, and a varied content. That's what I want as a viewing app, okay. So as that's what I want you to develop for me, please. And you can do it like a video game too, so you can click that on there. Like you want karate movies, click, and then all these networks that have karate movies are all these channels that have karate movies pop up. All of these, if I want to see sports, all of these sports channels come up. If I want to see content about, I don't know, clothes or fashion, all of those will come up. And I would say, however it works, I don't know whether the viewing app pays a provider or the provider pays them, but either way, how that goes, I think you should got a chance to make some money. Okay, so make that for me, pretty please. And those two are ready to go. All we need is some software developers to jump on it. Third part about something else to be done and to think about. I'm thinking that we probably, as black people, need to get at least one satellite, a geosynchronous satellite, over each black person's country. Like Africa could have a geosynchronous satellite, and America have at least one satellite of our own. Because one of the things that I worry about is communications going away. It's obvious that if other people control communications, then our communications are limited because they can always cut them. And so that's a thing to be paranoid about. I'd also like to think about us getting our own internet service providing network. When AOL and I think the other one were forced to break up, everybody was an internet service provider. They had them popping up everywhere, and they were cheap. Like way cheaper. I think I had somebody as an internet service provider for like $5 a month. All they needed to do was buy a server that can channel your junk through the web, and you were good. So I would like to see us go ahead and do that some more, some internet service provider, so that's black and under control. Your whole internet service provider, like Verizon, AT&T, and some of the other ones that are already here, they're not they're not a monopoly, and they're not allowed to be a monopoly. You can do that. I looked at this a few years ago, and all you need is a big old server, from what I understand, and can channel through the people that are sending their data. So, anyway, look into that, because I would much rather pay somebody black than to pay Verizon for my internet service. I would drop them in a heartbeat. But if you're providing the same thing for as Verizon, and a similar price and equally convenient, there's no reason for me to stay with them. Excuse me, if you're doing pretty much the same thing, and you're black, that means I can be paying you. You understand? So think about that, having our own internet network and internet service provider. And it's right there. It's ready for. It's a niche. It's ready for you. Okay, so those are the things I'm thinking about: is satellite and internet service provider, and that's about, yeah, that's everything. That's everything. That's good. I'm done. Okay, thank you for listening to me. That's all I had to say at this point, and see you next time.